We're joined by Dan Bossie, who's with Ag Resource. And Dan, as we start to talk about, we focus a lot on grain prices, but on the flip side of that, we have feed costs. And those have been pretty dynamic and obviously an expense that a lot of our livestock folks are watching very closely. What does 2022 look like from that perspective?
Yeah, we're generally bullish of grain. And by that, I'm saying whether it be sorghum, corn, or even some of the soy meal derivatives, I think the markets will head higher. The South American crop loss has tightened things up. We don't see the market having a big drop or anything sustainable, at least in the nearby. But in saying that, it really becomes important for new crop acreage to get in early and easily. I think that'll be the key. We start planting really in about 3 or 4 weeks across the southern tier of the Gulf, and we'll all be watching that very carefully.
As we talk about needs for our livestock folks, hay stocks have been very low. What does that tell us about the situation?
Well, the hay market in particular has been one of the heated markets as we turn the calendar to 2021. Record highs at the end of last year, and that's carrying through to this year. Hay stocks are at a 10-year low. Hay seedings are at the lowest level back to 1909. As you think about the outlook, boy, we need those rains across the plains. That's a big hay producing area. If they don't occur in April or May, the hay markets will continue higher. California and the West also really short on hay. So those dairies out there will be looking for the opportunity to bring something westward from the Midwest.
What about from a meal standpoint? How have those prices trended here recently?
Well, the meal market has been rising rather sharply. Of course, the world's largest meal exporter is the Argentinians. They take about 60% of world trade in soybean meal. So as their crop declined, the availability of product from that country fell also. And we saw a $100 rally in meal prices in the fourth quarter of 2021. This year, it's been a little more back and forth, and we're watching the renewable diesel industry carefully. Soy oil or vegetable oils have been the leader so far this year. Ultimately, as more crush capacity comes on in the United States, we will see meal prices head lower. But I still think, Clint, that's a good 2 or 3 quarters away before some of those early plants start processing beans.
All right, Dan, sure appreciate it. Thank you for being here. We'll be back with more Ag Day and the Check Weather coming up.